Okie dokie, let's go ahead and do our workbook, page 62. Okay, first part, identify the type of energy present in each of these situations as kinetic or potential. So I copied all of these questions down onto this PPT. So follow along and let's get started. As a review, potential energy is the position, and kinetic is the motion, the actual movement. So number one, what did you get? A diver standing on a diving board, just standing there. Potential energy. Number two, a roller coaster heading down a hill. Kinetic energy. Number three, a motorboat pulling a water skier. So this boat is pulling this guy. Is there motion? Yes, that's kinetic energy. Number four, a car just parked in a driveway, just chilling. Potential energy. Number five, a moving plane. Kinetic. Six, a bird flying away. Also kinetic. And lastly, number seven, a bird just perched on a branch. So perched means just sitting there. Just sitting there, not flying or anything. Potential energy. Great job. Fabulous. Let's go ahead and do the rest of this page. 8 through 15. Okay. As you can see, I have copied down the questions here. Hope you can see it. Okay. Fill in the blanks. Energy is the ability to do work, right? All right. Number 9. Some forms of energy include light. So we have light here. Electricity, blank energy, and chemical energy. So you could say mechanical, you could say sound. I'm going to say mechanical. You could also say thermal energy. There's a lot of different answers. You could say sound, mechanical, thermal. Number 10, energy can be classified as blank energy or blank energy. So here is the kinetic potential and kinetic energy that we talked about. (11) All matter is made up of blank and blank that are always in blank. If you actually go to your textbook, page 87, it tells us right in the first paragraph. It says, all matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms and molecules. They are always in motion. They're always moving. 12. Because the atoms and molecules are always moving, they have blank energy. So right now we're trying to find what the book says about moving particles. So if you remember our potential and kinetic is the one where the substance, kinetic energy is the energy that an object or substance has because of its motion. So if it's moving, they have kinetic energy. 13, the total kinetic energy of the particles in a substance is called, going back to page 87, it says thermal energy is the total kinetic energy of the particles in a substance. Okay, I'm going to shrink this a little bit. All right. 14, the thermal energy of a substance depends on the blank and blank of that substance. So we talked about this on Tuesday. The thermal energy depends on the temperature and the mass, right? The hotter it is and the more mass it has, the more thermal energy it has. Temperature and mass. And lastly, blank is the measure of the average kinetic energy of the particles in a substance. So that's what we talked about today. Temperature is the measure of the average kinetic energy of the particles in a substance. Fantastic! We have finished page 62. Fabulous job today. And I'll see you in our next class. Bye!